Hello, I'm Sara Santosh and welcome to Southall TV News Roundup. In international news, Vanuatu, an island in the South Pacific, has declared a state of emergency after Cyclone Pam tore through the country. President Baldwin Lonsdale said that the storm had wiped out recent development and his country would have to rebuild everything. Aid has begun to arrive in the area, which is one of the world's poorest, but contact had not been made with some of the more remote islands. It could be one of the worst disasters to hit the region, with wind speeds having reached up to 186 miles per hour. In other news, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, right-wing UKIP party, has won a surprise victory in Israel's election. Earlier polls had suggested a dead heat with central-left Zionist Union. With most votes counted, the UKIP party is said to be on course to take 29 seats in the 120-seat parliament, the Knesset, with the Zionist Union on 24 seats. If this happened, this would indicate another coalition government led by Mr. Netanyahu. Mr. Netanyahu would need support from other parties to form a coalition. However, Israeli opinion polls had not been entirely honest. Benjamin Netanyahu scored a much bigger victory than the exit polls had suggested. But overnight, as the real results emerged, Mr. Netanyahu and his governing UKIP party emerged as clear winners. In national news, Chancellor George Osborne has denied his planned cuts after the general election would be much tougher than the past few years. The Chancellor said public service cuts would be compensated by welfare savings and action taken against tax avoidance. The Liberal Democratic Treasury Secretary, Danny Alexander, announced new coalition measures to tackle tax evasion and setting out his party's tax and spending plans for the next 5 years. Amongst one of the budget initiatives is a Help to Buy ISA scheme, which comes into effect in autumn. First-time home buyers putting aside money for a deposit will have their savings topped up by the government, £50 for every £200 saved. The rise in tax-free allowance will go up from £10,600 to £11,000 by 2016. In other news, a committee of MPs have said that there should be a ban on identifying people who are arrested for sexual offences in England and Wales. The Home Affairs Select Committee said sexual offence suspects deserve the right to anonymity unless they were charged or police needed to name them. There should be zero tolerance on the identities being leaked to the media. But Jill Sulwood, a victim of rape, called the suggestions insulting. The committee said the identification ban would stay in force unless and until a suspect was charged or if police believed there were public safety reasons for naming them. It said that if police wanted to release information about a rape suspect for policing reasons, they should do so in a formal way. The MP's report also said bail should be initially limited to 28 days. In local news, dancing music and carnival processions will be coming to Ealing this year with the summer festivals. Comedy, blues and jazz will be back in July, which will involve well-known acts and previous festival performers entertaining over a 10-day period. Greenford and Acton will be hosting street processions with the local communities taking part and a party in the park with live music and food. That's it for now. I'm Sara Santosh. Thank you for watching Southall TV News Roundup. I shall be back next week with more news.